Hey everyone. All right, let's get into our September training video. So the first thing I want to talk about is schools and libraries, getting your educational consultant certificate. I know a lot of you have been asking about it and wondering what it all entails. So let me give you a quick little run through what I know. I am not a pro on it, but I have made some contacts with some schools and I'm about to make a second contact. So when I call a school or a library, I work through my contacts first, because obviously if you know someone there, or if you know a teacher there, if you know anyone on the PTA or PTO, or any parents whose kids are in a certain classroom, it's good to use your contacts first. So that's what I did. I even went to 2.5 hours away, and that's where most of my schools are listed, back in my hometown, because that's where I knew the most people. So I take in with me, when I go, I make this little file folder. It has a bunch of different pockets in it. Obviously, do whatever you want, but I like this one. I like that there's a pocket here, and on the edge, I'll write Usborne right here, because I read in the EC Facebook group, which you get added to once you buy your kit, that some librarians who are on there said, put it in a nice folder. Librarians will just stick it right in a file folder drawer, have the word Usborne sticking right here. Awesome. And then I staple my business card right on the front. I just made this one up real quick to show you. So in the front, I purchased all these for the business supply store. I have a Cards for the Cause flyer, Literacy for a Lifetime flyer. You can get book fair flyers. I'm not going to do book fairs. I just don't have time, and for little ones, and I really can't take them with me to book fairs. So that is not where I can do right now. Reach for the Stars flyer. Love Reach for the Stars. Totally learn about this, and all these programs you can learn about in your consultant toolbox in your back office. I have this little collections that I can't read through. Support the Common Core State Standards. I put in a little Last 13 flyer. These are very cheap, like packs of 20, whatever, for a few bucks. Very first reading set. So I put all those flyers in there, and then this is an old school library catalog. I put a school and library catalog right in the back. They're a little different than our regular catalogs, as you can tell. I think the main difference they leave out in the very front. In the very front, they have top 50 library bestsellers, right for the librarian, and you can kind of walk through it with them while you're there. And it talks about how we can process and have barcodes and whatever the library needs if they want to get the books processed. So it's just laid out a little bit differently. It doesn't have like a host your own party in it. And it goes right into, collections for libraries. Obviously all the same books, but just laid out differently for them. So that is what I take in. And the way I get in the door, and someone said to do this, I'm sure it was a librarian on the site, said always offer a free book, because no librarian wants to say no to a free book. Who does? So I always take one of these beginner readers. I ordered the lot of 10 of them. I don't know why I was going to show you, like we're in a party. There you go. So I give them one of these. Now, there was a huge our biggest library here where I live, I took in my Bears Don't Read that I had got in my Success Kit one. I thought, I wanted a little nicer book for her. I was really hoping she purchases through me. I did meet with her. It was a wonderful meeting, and gave her that. She loved it. It lasted 10 minutes. She was really quick. She'd been there 40 years. She knows what she likes. Wham bam, there you go. And she said she can only purchase through one supplier. Well, then I showed her my Last 13 flyer, and she's like, oh, I was just looking at that book. I didn't know I couldn't purchase it anywhere else. I said, well, yeah, we have the full line. And so she was going to run it by her people. I'm sure she forgot. She was very busy. So I am going to order, maybe this week, a library bound copy of the first book. Hoping she likes it, and then she'll buy the rest. So, but typically, I give this book, one of these books. So that's what I do now. Let me show you some awesome things we have real quick for Reach for the Stars. I just did my first little one at my hometown library. It was so tiny, but it was nice to get my feet wet. And I mean, there was still like $800 in sales for like 8 people because the pledges they got. But in back office, they have these awesome logs that have where the kids do their pledged reading, where they get their wish list, and inside, but mine is stapled. Oh no, it's not inside. The sponsor sheet, where they get their sponsor information. And then I attach these nice things, which you can bring to schools and libraries when you go. I have a whole binder that I bring. You'll see you make your own binder when you get the kit, and it tells you what to print out. All of our Lexile, Fountas Pinnell, and just have a whole binder separated to look like you really know what you're doing, and you have the Dewey Decimal System and you have it all down. That's really why you're studying for this quiz, because a lot of us, me included, some are your teachers and know all about it. I had no idea about all those leveled readers or how to break it down and how to even speak about it. So getting a week or two training, once you get it, you listen to some audio trainings in back office, and then you take your quiz, and it's real simple. So totally worth $30. We have these, like Scholastic flyers. I attached those right on the back so parents could have an idea of how to make a wish list for their kid. Obviously, I wrote down my website too that they could go to make a better, more comprehensive one. We also have these big posters. I really don't need to show you all this, but I'm just showing you what I found upstairs when I was thinking of what to say. And this is for our Cards for a Cause. I just tried to do one. It didn't do too well, but I think it's an awesome fundraiser for cash for an organization. And the cards are beautiful, so I'm sure I'll be doing more of those. They're so simple and just a great benefit to the organization and to you. All right, so let me get my notes back. Where did I throw them? Okay, so I don't want to talk too long for you. The next thing I want to talk about is, this is going to be coming in September. So I'm not getting into too many details, but I want you to know that we are going to have a new way of welcoming new people to our book ladies. We're devising how to do it, but basically we want to make it more streamlined, more kind of a one-stop shop at Book Ladies, so it's not so overwhelming. Because when we all joined, and you're welcome to 3 different groups, and you're like, whoa, what's all this information? And it can be a little, too much, a little confusing. So I want to streamline that. So that will be coming, how we do that. And I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be fabulous. I think it's going to help new consultants not be as nervous and think, what did I just get myself into? And it'll be great. So watch for that. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is booking outside the box. I think it's my favorite topic right now, definitely. Last time, I think that I mainly talked about the day after when the party closes, PMing those tracking numbers. And I always pull in 1 or 2 parties bookings when I PM those tracking numbers, and it's right on the Roach Facebook script, as I said before, and I just copy paste right on the party link, party event, saying your books have shipped. I will message you with the tracking numbers, look in your others folder, and then later in the day when I have time, I private message each of the people who purchased at the party, the blurb from the Roach Facebook script at the very bottom, and it says, thanks for coming, here's your tracking number, would you like to book a party? And I'd say most of my parties recently have been from that. But the one I want to stress this time, I think I mentioned it, but I just want to stress it more because it's been being fabulous for me, is an on-time kind of outside-the-box thought. I just started doing it. So when my person wins the on-time prize, I have in there, message me and I'll get back to you. I don't have time to message them or remember to message them because I forget. So they message me usually during the party or after the party. At the very end of the party, I get back and I always say, hey, congrats for my on-time prize, I always give one of our fun Storytime apps. Do you have an iPad? And then I wait for their response. Then when they say yes or no, if they say no, I'll say, okay, well, I can send out some of our awesome Wipe Clean activity cards, a sample pack of those. And if they say, yes, I do have an iPad, I say, great, you can pick out one of these. Or here's another option. So either way, I lead them to the or that I just made up, and I think it works great. Well, sometimes, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So or here's another option. If you had wanted to book your own party, it's so easy for me to roll. It's super easy for me to roll your prize into your Hostess Rewards from your party, and it'll be shipped right to you. You can pick out any book valued at $12.99 if you want to. So let me know which option you want. That's what I put every time now for my on-time prize winner. I'd say 2 weeks ago, because last week I had 3 parties booked, 2 canceled, and this girl joined. So I don't even think I really gave an on-time prize. Oh, I did for her. Beside the point. So 2 weeks ago when I offered it, I can remember the girl said yes. She said, oh, I think I'll book a party. Great. One girl said, no, I'll just take the app. I said, okay, great, here you go, choose one. Then, I think a few weeks before that, I offered the on-time prize, and the girl said, yeah, I guess I was thinking about it. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. She ended up joining. So you never know. So recruits come from it, bookings come from it. It's just asking. Asking. A lot of people don't think to have the party, and then you ask, and they're like, yeah, I guess I could. Why not? So my party last night, the girl won. I said, do you have an iPad? She said yes, and I said, okay, pick one of these out, or if you want to take the option. And she said, I think I'll do the party. Awesome. So, yay. So that has been working very well for me. I've gotten recruits out of it, gotten bookings. It's awesome. And then, one more thing I wanted to say about that was, I forget. So we'll come back to it if I remember. But booking outside the box. All right, I'm gonna make a whole video just on that. All right, so take a look, recruiting. All right, let's talk a little about recruiting, because that's really where we grow our business. If we can recruit and grow a team under us, the commission is awesome. Our commission is awesome just being a consultant. 25% of your sales, that's great commission. And probably all of us join thinking, oh, if I could just make like $100 or $200 a month, awesome. If I could just pay for my daughter's dance classes, awesome. Whatever you thought, if I could just supplement this, that would be really cool. Yeah, well, when you share this opportunity with others, which is such an amazing opportunity, when you share it with others and you grow a little team under you that snowballs and becomes a big team, that is really going to pay for a lot of things for you. So let's talk about recruiting, because 1, to share it and to give other people the opportunity to do what we do. 2, to get the name of Usborne out there. We want Usborne to be bigger than Scholastic. Of course, we have better books for awesome quality. So yes, so we want as many people to get this name out there, to take it to schools and libraries, to just make Usborne as well known as it should be. So 3, though, of course, we're all in this for how can this help our family. So by getting a team under you, that is really the way to really have a big financial help. All right, so take a look. Someone brought it to my attention tonight that they had some people who've been interested or expressed interest in the company, and then it just kind of died out. So I said right away, well, do you invite them to the Take a Look at Usborne event? And she said, oh, I didn't know that we had them going on. I haven't heard about them in a while. And I was like, oh, got to address this tonight. I love the Take a Look at Usborne events. Every time someone expresses interest, no matter what, right away, I'll chat them up a little. Yeah, our company, blah, 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 yeah, this. And I say, we have an awesome, a Take a Look at Usborne Q&A event that was held last week, and I can still invite you to it to view. Would you like an invite? If they've questioned it at all, they always say yes. No one's gone, no, I don't. Because I say, there you can learn all about our awesome company and ask any questions, commitment free, with a big smiley face. So everyone says yes every time. And I think I've only had 1, maybe 2, that have not joined after going to a Q&A. Because they're awesome, and they just are there, and they're getting excited, and there's other people there who are excited, and I think it's a great thing. So please know, there is always a take and look that you can invite them to. And now watch there not be one day, and you said always. I really have never run into when I couldn't, because I think we do them every other week, and I think the one that was done stays open maybe until like the day before the new one happens. So if it's the day before and that one's not open, you just say, there's one tomorrow night, can I invite you? So there's always one open. I always put them in Book Ladies, and if you don't know, just message me. Then I will show you, I'll send you the link to where it is, and invite that person, and then always follow up with them. I would say most all of my recruits, and there's many now, have not gotten back to me. Follow up. Have it right here in my notes. Fortune is in the follow-up. I usually don't let 24 hours go by. And when I say that, I guess I mean the next day. And if I send it to them in the morning, I might do it the next night. So maybe we won't say 24. But the next day, I will write to them and say, hey, what'd you think about the Q&A? I'm so excited to hear what you thought. Let me know what you're feeling. Feeling, felt, feel, that's an important thing to gauge. How did you feel? I felt that too. And I know a lot of people who felt that, and this is the way they feel now. So you want to see what they're feeling, see what they're thinking, and tell them how Usborne could help them in whatever they're feeling. So fortune is in follow-up. Don't let that day go past where you don't follow up with them. Now, if they ignore you, I might wait 2 or 3 days and follow up again. Maybe the message got lost. And you do have to friend them to send them to a take a look. So just so you know that, some people say, well, I can't invite them. That's because you're not friends with them. So I've never had someone say, no, I don't want to be your friend. I'm not coming. So I don't think it's a big deal. All right, and we do have a video in the Files of Book Ladies. Nope, it's in the pin post of Book Ladies that teaches us from our dear Amy Pesolano, taught us and walked us through how to privacy set, saying it wrong, set your privacy settings in your page so that all those hostesses that you make friends with or people you invite, you can hide them from your personal business, and you can put them in our own nice little group and label it like Usborne hostesses. And you can choose, I've never done it yet, sorry, I mean to, you can choose where if you put something on your personal feed, you can choose it just to go to them. So if you're posting something about Usborne and you want it just to go to every single one of hostess or everyone you ever friended, you can make it do that. Amy taught it. It's in the pin post. Privacy settings. Go there if you care about friending people. All right, the new kit, $25 this month. People are coming out of the woodwork, they say. I have not had any dealings with it yet recently. It's only the first day of the month. But people have been saying that people are approaching them saying, oh, I hear you have a $25 kit. Use that to your advantage. Post it on every party when you're doing your recruiting post and say, oh my gosh, this month only, you can join for as low as $25 with no sales quotas or minimums. Best book deal ever. I put the little hashtag best book deal ever because it is. So use that to your advantage. Tell people about it. Tell your friends, family. I mean, obviously it's not all just through Facebook, but I'm sure you're doing that one anyway. So, and to say about the recruiting post, we last week, maybe the week before, time goes fast, filmed in Erie here a little testimonials video, which we're very excited. Maybe within a month or two-ish, it will be ready, which I'm excited. So, people are so used to watching videos at our parties. We're like, here's a video, watch this video. And then we get to the recruiting post and we just write a little something, blah, 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 join us. And it's good. I mean, that's how most people come. But I'm thinking this video is going to be really cool. So it's going to be a little montage of a few different consultants, blah, 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 talking, and make it all fancy. And then at the very end, it's going to be customizable. If you want a copy, we will customize it. And so at the end, for mine, will be me saying, hey, I'm Lauren Cajezo. Give me a call if you blah, 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 like a little 30-second thing saying, call me or let me know if you want in on this awesome opportunity or if you want more information. So that will be coming, and I think it's going to be awesome. All right. Anything else I want to talk about? All right, I do have something else I want to say. It is the secret word. We saw the first secret word, hopefully you found in the Consultant of the Month video. The second secret word came from the September challenge video. Now here's the last secret word, and the secret word, which you'll see in a second, has to have 2 exclamation points after it. Because some of you already know me. Now, I don't think the ones who know me are like, oh, I'm not watching her training video. But whatever, this is just gonna be fun. So you have to have 2 exclamation points at the end, so I know you watched this whole video. And I know you sat through it all. And that's it. And then you'll be entered to win the random prize, which is an awesome laptop computer bag. All right, happy September selling. I am going to be making bunch of Christmas movies with all of our Christmas books in hopefully early October, so I can get them all to you to have some Christmas parties starting early November before Black Friday. You know, you want to get people to your parties before Black Friday, so I would start talking up holiday parties. All right, happy September.